He was a renowned university professor, yet he gave private lessons to a 7-year-old girl. To test Mary's abilities, the professor deliberately set a difficult problem. However, Mary stood in front of the blackboard for a full half hour but still couldn't find the solution. The professor felt very regretful, thinking that perhaps Mary wasn't as brilliant as he had imagined. The grandmother had no choice but to take Mary and leave, angrily scolding the professor along the way. Mary was just a 7-year-old girl, and he gave her such a difficult problem right from the start. How could she possibly solve it? However, Mary stated that there was no need to solve this problem at all because it was inherently incorrect.
What?
Well, for starters, you forgot the negative sign on the exponent. It went downhill from there. The problem was unsolvable. Maybe the school isn't as great as you think it is.
Upon hearing Mary's words, the grandmother was shocked. She decided to take Mary to challenge this difficult problem once again. This time, Mary added the necessary symbols to the problem and then looked at the professor who had set the question with a questioning gaze. After the professor nodded slightly in acknowledgement, Mary performed meticulous calculations, with each step of reasoning being rigorous and thorough. The entire problem-solving process filled the blackboard, and she arrived at the final correct answer. The professor could only give a self-deprecating smile in response to his earlier doubts. The professor curiously asked Mary, "Since you knew the problem was wrong, why didn't you say so in the beginning?"
Hank says I'm not supposed to correct older people. Nobody likes a smartass.
After hearing this, the professor smiled awkwardly. However, at the age of 7, it was obviously not suitable for Mary to directly attend university.